I want to prove a point to each and every last one of you. And my point I want to prove to you all is where you're at right now has nothing to do with where you're going. I'm going to tell you a story about me, all right? I was a gangbanger. How many of y'all have been in a gang? How many of y'all in a gang? I was in GD. Do I look like I was in GD? Not only was I in GD, I helped start GD in Birmingham. Do I look like that? Not at all. I don't give no incident to that. We initiated people every day. And my mother don't know, my grandma didn't know, my aunties didn't know. I was doing it. All right? So all this mess, I helped start at school and everything, man. But let me share to you how I got what it was I was looking for. I grew up in a situation, and I don't know how many of y'all have been in the same situation where you watch your parents struggle. Y'all been in that? Maybe mom's working, dad's not working. Right now, it might seem a little embarrassing because I grew up keeping the family secret. Y'all ever heard of that? When your grandparents and everybody tell you something going on, don't tell them about it. Because it ain't their business. Y'all heard of that? And you look at situations between your parents, and then you become the judge of it. Because you'll say, I hate my mama do that. Or I hate my dad do that. I got to that point in my life that I thought I was the man, because that's what my grandmother told me all the time. You're the man, you're the man. So I took that position of anything I didn't like, it was time for me to do something about it. Have any of y'all ever thought like that? Y'all did? Okay. So I had this thing in my mind where I was going to do something. I was upset because my father wasn't around. If I wanted to find my father, I had to find his girlfriend's house where he was. So the biological dude, I said, he don't love me. Because if he did, he would have been around for me. That's how I feel, 13, 14. I didn't understand what his problems were and how he was raised or what he was going through. I had no idea. My stepfather was going through issues with drugs. I didn't understand why people do drugs. I didn't understand how adults deal with stress until I became an adult. But what I was good at is saying, I don't like it. So I watched my mom work and struggle to do something. My suggestion I wanted to give to my mother was, let's leave. Any of y'all felt like that? Let's get out of the situation, let's go. And you're confused on why they still staying. But I didn't understand anything about love and relationships. So the people I was around, those people became my advisors. So what we had in common was we wanted to be the man. And together, we're going to figure it out. Whether we robbed, steal, this is what I was on my mind, because I got to eat. We always have a rule that we talk about, that I won't tell any one of you how to eat unless I can give you an idea of how to feed yourself. But today, I'm going to give you an idea of how to feed yourself. I struggled in school. I was one of those cats that sit in the back of the class. Have any of y'all sit in the back of the class? I felt comfortable because I had people in my family tell me that I wouldn't be nothing. You ever have anybody in your family tell you won't be nothing? You can't do this. And the reason I listen and the reason y'all will listen, because those are the people who love you. So you care about their opinion. I was like, man, I'm done. Anybody ever thought that before? You're struggling at home, you're struggling at school, and you can't figure out what's the problem. I had no ideas or no thoughts about going to college. I just thought I could be the best gangbanger in the world. And I thought it was income that came behind that. Until the people who were in the gang were saying, let's sell dope. So when they said, let's sell dope, they lost me. Because everything that I thought was making my world miserable was because of drugs. So I couldn't sell drugs. So now I got to figure out something else to do, because I can't destroy nobody else's family the way I thought mine was. Have any of y'all been in that predicament where you want to help and can't figure it out? So I went to a program they call Upper Bound. You ever heard that before? Y'all ever heard of Upper Bound? So while I was in Upper Bound, I found out that I had dyslexia. You know what that is? Yeah, mixed up. Yeah. So all these times I've been flunking tests and not doing something. Now I'm like, I know what's wrong with me. A teacher found out what was wrong because I turned the paper in and I was spelling things backward. And she was like, the word is right, but it's mixed up. So it's like, okay, maybe I ain't as crazy as I thought it was. I don't know if any of y'all have been through that. But I had such a comfort level that I never wanted to be in a position where anybody seen what was going on. I felt his pain when he said that was too much information to give out when you're going through something. But you have to have somebody to talk to get from one place to the next place. The way I moved and left Birmingham, not because that I had made all these good grades and got a scholarship, because I had to go back to summer school. If not, I wouldn't have a degree. I didn't even want a degree, but I ended up leaving the state because of a woman. You know, a woman can make you do stuff you thought you couldn't do. Y'all have been through that. Your little girlfriends got y'all tossing and turning out. I know some of y'all are going through it. So a woman asked me to leave, and she got me to leave by saying, I'm going to love you the rest of your life. I ain't never had nobody tell me I'm going to love you the rest of your life. And I'm like, the rest of my life? And so she said, I'm going to get an apartment and everything. How excited would either one of y'all be if a girl told you she going to get an apartment and you can come? Y'all already know, right? But that's the biggest, there's a big gap between all of them. So that's what I did. I left because of her. I was in an atmosphere where other people were going to school. I wasn't. So when you're around, my whole circle has changed now. I went from everybody who was banging and we had something in common to being in a state with no family. With a girl who said she loved me and she go to class and the people she introduced me to are all focusing on their education. I'm in a country place, all right? Small town, it's called Berea. It's in Kentucky. Have you ever heard of Berea College before? Anybody ever heard of that? Yeah. Well, it's a college that you go to school and your education is free. Y'all might want to look into free education. The only thing you had to do was pay for your books. At that time I worked, I made $1.25 an hour. And we got paid once a month. But the school was free. The education was free. So that was a great benefit. So by your circle changing, which mine did, I wanted to figure out how to get this education that everybody else was getting. So once I got in school, I took that same mentality, and I tell my brother all the time, we laugh about it, that I'm gonna make everybody join the game while I'm at school. All right. That's what's called exposure. I didn't really know what exposure was like that, but different. See, you know when you're a child and you do something, everybody is sympathetic to you, and they go, oh, it's just this or that. But you know when you become older, they call the police. You know, they're not sympathetic to you at all, because they say you're grown. So he gonna go to jail. So that wasn't working out. So when I did get in school, I had a professor that's taking time out from teaching to deal with me because of my issues. Because I'm writing poetry in school. I'm winning these Black History awards and going on. But I never liked to do homework. I didn't want to, you know, when they get up and you say you want to read and talk, I sat in the back of the class because that was my comfort zone. So my professor was blind. All right. So the way he knew who you was by the way you smelled and the way you walked. So I would always be late. So when I'm walking in, you know he can't see you, but I'm tiptoeing. Like, he gonna see me tiptoeing. So I'm actually tiptoeing. But the dude can't see, I ain't think about that. But he had a smell system out this work. So he didn't call me by my name. He called me Mr. Excuse. Because I always had an excuse of why I was late and what else I was doing before I got there. So we had this agreement because I was tired of him calling me. You ever had somebody call your names and you're tired? So how do y'all all deal with somebody who's getting on your nerves? What do y'all do? Y'all laughing? Oh, somebody said something else familiar. What do you do? I think somebody said slap. Somebody did. That's what you did with your frustration, Rick, right? First time. Instead of trying to communicate with that next person, you want to fight. Right? Nobody in here wanted to fight when somebody, especially those who didn't crack as well. Okay, you want to get straight to, I had a couple friends like that too. So, but this is a professor, so I was angry. I was like, why do you keep calling me? You just said excuse. He had a rule. You could say whatever you wanted to say to him, but you couldn't curse. So the next night, I went home and practiced everything I was going to blast this dude out with without cursing. It's really hard to come up with you. Can't use that. Couldn't use none of it, but I was trying. So I went to him and I confronted him about calling me Mr. Excuse because I was embarrassed. It was cool when a couple of the dudes laugh, but when you get the girls laughing, it's a whole different mentality, right? When the girl think it's funny, no, dog, we can't do this joke. The girls are laughing. I'm not. Yeah. So when we had this conversation, I told him about my problem. I said, man, I'm dyslexic. I'm saying things backward, and I have issues with my homework, and that's why I'm late, and I ain't turned this assignment in. He curses me out. So I'm like, how do you curse me out when the rule is no cursing? He cursed me out. He said, you sorry son of a bitch. You have to excuse me because my mother's in this. He said, you're just lazy. That's it. He said, you're talking and complaining about you can't see the words and you're doing it backward. He's like, I can't see it all. And I have a doctorate. Yeah. So he took all my excuses away by saying he couldn't see and I can see everything. He taught me that there's no such thing as a person that's dumb or a person who can't learn. What he taught me is that you have to find your pace and improve your pace so you can catch it faster. Y'all understand that? Y'all with that? So when I came back here, and we've been working with people back and forth with young kids, we only did it individually. But my heart was hurt so bad about a month or two ago when CJ got killed at the gas station. Y'all hear about the guy got killed, shot at the gas station? He got shot in his side and his legs. CJ went to mine. Yeah, y'all heard about that? Man, that broke my heart because I worked with this kid a lot. And what he got shot over was the circle that he was around. Can you imagine all y'all at this table, y'all wrestle and play and all that. You, my brother, you take something from me and you give it to him. And I want it back from him, but he won't give it to me. And we get to argue about it, and you pull a gun and kill him. You see how ridiculous that is? But I was so overwhelmed, man, with how much I cared about not just this kid, but every kid we was working with. So we decided to come together and create this, my brother's keeper. So everybody, when you have situations going on, you can take responsibility for him, you take responsibility for him, and you for him, and y'all communicate. And if you can't communicate, you can come to one of us, and we'll help work it out. So I want to offer that platform to anybody who want to be a part of it. And not just that, what he was talking about in starting your own business. It's really not that hard. You just have to have a drive. And I tell everybody, the biggest drive you have is the need to eat. Don't hunger make you move something. You thirsty, you hungry, you close. The first thing I did to make money was I sold bootleg tapes at Dollar General. I paid the man $20 a day to sell tapes. I bought the tapes as long as I spent $500 at 50 cents a tape. And I made money. I made enough money that when I left here, I had something with me. But this was just, I lied to the man. I told him I worked for somebody else. Because a lot of people like to hear that you're doing it for somebody. It was just me. But that same drive I took to that because I wanted to help my family, y'all can do the same thing.